Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for you. Sorry, it's been a minute. As you can see, I am traveling right now. I'm kind of off in the distance. Who knows? It's almost like I always get that where in the world is Carmen Sandiego every time I go somewhere else. So it's kind of what I felt like. You know, I feel like a lot of us are kind of doing the same thing. I've been noticing like we're all kind of like shifted around and whatnot. Whether you want to be or not, you're getting shifted. So and that might actually be a really good thing because, you know, it gets you to meet new people in your neighborhood. So maybe that's one of the lessons in all of this is, you know, being more free and being more open to learning new things and going to new places because you never know. You walk right down the street and all of a sudden you meet a neighbor, like if, you know, a couple houses down, and that ends up being your soulmate. So there's a lesson in that for you guys. So I don't know, Spirit, please show me what messages do we have for the collective about their love life. Yeah, trust. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this situation is calling for you to have faith. Spirit, what do we got here? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Spirit, please show me what do we got for the collective, their love life. We've got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. And we've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. Keep going. Spirit, children. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Don't use your kids as a cock block. You heard me. Do not use your kid. Oh, I can't. You know what? I did that. And I'll be honest with you, it's one of the worst things I could have ever done. I put my own happiness on hold for kids that ended up, retreating. They ended up leaving. So while you're over here going, well, I can't have love, you know, because of the kids, and I have to wait for them to finish school, Spirit's like, no, you don't. They're getting ready to leave. So whoever it is that I'm tapped into, they're getting ready to go. What are you going to do? Spirit, please show me. What do we got? Ooh, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What else do we got here? True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And what do we got? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Bottom of the deck, wedding. This situation involves marriage. So, okay, let's go ahead. For some of you, this could also be a relationship with somebody that you have known since childhood. Or it could be somebody that you've had kids with in the past. Or for others of you, the person that you're interested in is already married and has children with someone else and is getting ready to leave. Maybe they've been holding out on the relationship because they wanted their kids to be gone off to college doing their own thing before they settled down. So in the meantime, I feel like for some of you, you guys are, you know, really just enjoying the throes of passion with one another. This is a love reading where you already know who this person is. You could be married to this person. So this is not a singles love reading, period. Okay. I will go into a separate one right after I'm done with this one. So if you guys want to click off here, I completely understand. Or if you want to attach to this reading, go right on ahead. For some of you, I feel like it's almost like you've been married for a really long time to someone. You could very well possibly have kids that are now moving out of the house. And it's time for you to bring the love back into your relationship, to bring the passion back, to really get to know your partner without the kids, without the title of being mom or dad, okay? And it's like, do we want to continue in our relationship? Do we want to go check out other partnerships? But I feel like that's not what either one of you. I almost get, what was that song where he talks about, like he's singing about, you know, him and his wife, and it gets kind of boring. So he puts out oh God, if you know what the song is, put it in the comment box. And it's about, you know, basically he's going to go out and cheat on her. And so he puts up this thing on Craigslist or whatever about, you know, the type of person. Do you like pina coladas? Do you like dancing in the rain or something like that? That's what this reminds me of. is like, and then his wife is the one who actually answers the ad. And then they meet up to go cheat on each other, and it happens to be their partner. So I kind of get this, and it's almost like, we forget to be individuals when we start a family, because everything, like, everybody believes that their whole life is revolved around their children. And actually, it's just the opposite. Your life needs to be revolved around yourself, and then your partner, and then your children. And then everything thereafter. And I think that there's a lot of times where we as families kind of get this whole wrapped up where, the children are the center of our universe. Well, what happens when you die? And they're no longer the center of anyone's universe. And now they are so disregarded by society. They're not getting their way because, you're not here to save them. Now what? So I almost get this, like, children are we've given our whole lives to our children. Well, you guys were here first, before them. So I'm not one of the, and I may not be a popular person for that comment, and I really don't give a fuck. And you're talking to somebody who's a mom, I don't believe that the children are the center of a person's universe, because, you can call and tell their kindergarten teacher, well, they work really hard, and you can get their grade changed all the way up through high school if you really want to, if you want to be one of those parents. But the moment that this child goes to college, if they go, and you try that with their professor, not only are they going to get an F, but they're going to get fucked with for the rest of the semesters as they go to school. So you can only do that for so long. So enough about that. With that said, though, now that the kids are leaving the house, they're retreating, it's time for you guys to really fall in love again with one another. It's almost like you're starting all over, and you're like, okay, I see someone here, like, thinking about even possibly renewing their wedding vows, okay? And I'm almost getting like, I get role playing a little bit. Now that would be kind of fun with your partner, where, you guys go to a restaurant, and, your wife or, is sitting at the bar, and, he walks up and he's like, hey, is this seat taken? I get that energy, which I think is great, because you need to kind of spice up your relationship. Okay, it's time to spice up the relationship. Court one another again. Pinch each other on the tushy even. Like, put yourself out there and do those sweet little things. Act like kids. Act like kids again. Go make love in your car on an abandoned road somewhere. You know what I mean? Or out in the woods. Go be adventurous with your partner. I think that more than ever, that is so necessary. Go on a vacation. Take off. Get away from the kids for some of you. Maybe it's time for you to, take off, and, maybe that should be your partner's Christmas present, is just a weekend getaway for two, where you guys take off, Friday, and you don't come back until Sunday, and, try and do that more often. I am being told here that, for some of you, it's almost like you guys have forgotten, forgotten the romance in the relationship. It's almost like, we get into a marriage, and then once we have kids, we tend to forget about our partner, because, the wife is always, doting on the children and everything about the children, and the children, that they don't even have time to make love to you. They don't have time to, because they're so tired that by the time they go to bed, they don't want anything to do with you. They're too tired from, school projects and, running the kids from soccer to football. Whoever this is, that's what I'm picking up on with this reading, is the fact that you guys really need to, work on your partnership with one another. Really, like, do something out of the ordinary, because I feel like that's actually going to help you tremendously. Spirit, please show me, what advice does our spirit guides and angels have? Yeah, heart. It says, you begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close. The love is still there between you and your partner. I feel that very very, very like strongly between the two of you. It's like, you know, there's never been, you know, anybody other than you two, you know? And all the signs are pointing you to one another that you are in the right relationship. You just need to revamp the relationship and, you know, have a sense of imagination again of like what you would like to do. You know, and for some of you, maybe it's not children, maybe it's animals, you know, maybe you don't go anywhere because, you know, well, we got this dog or we got these cats and, well, we can't quite, no, you can. You know, I'm a house sitter. That's what I do. I house sit. I'm getting ready to go pick up a dog tomorrow at the place that I'm staying right now. You know, there's plenty of ways to do it. Trust me. Okay. What else advice do we have? Wow. Okay. Woo. Woo. What do we got? We got guilt. Okay, don't let guilt get in the way of happiness, okay? Don't judge each other, and don't let guilt, you know, stop you from really living your life. And then we've got enlightenment. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. So, I don't think you guys are separated. I think that there's just a lot of things that kind of get in the way of our relationships, and it's just a matter of time for us to remember why we came into this union in the first place. And then we've got learn. It says, let love show you how to learn from each other. You guys, this is all a learning experience. Every relationship is. That's just how this goes. But at the end of the day, I do feel like there's true love between the two of you. And yeah, I really like this. Go out, go on a vacation, take a weekend, you know, retreat, go get away. Okay. I don't really have anything more to say with this, you guys. I think this is beautiful, and I don't want to ruin it. Anyway, I love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace. And thank you to everyone who has donated, and I will chat with you again after this. Take care.